Welcome to today's video, where we take a deep dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American history, the Monticello Jefferson nickel. This 5-cent piece, especially when found in rare color shade conditions or struck in silver during certain wartime years, has become a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. Many collectors and investors are chasing these remarkable nickels today, and their value in the action market has grown significantly, making them highly sought after by those who understand their worth. If you've ever come across a Jefferson nickel in your pocket change, you might just be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Let's get started. First up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1964 with the Denver mint mark. This 5-cent coin, especially when found in a unique black color shade condition, has become a piece that collectors are searching for with passion and determination. In today's video, we're going to explore the history of this coin, its unique features, why it is so rare and desirable, what makes it a treasure in the action market today, and how much value it can bring in real dollars. So stay tuned, because this could be the coin that changes your collection and maybe even your fortune. The story of the 1964 Jefferson nickel is fascinating. By this year, the nickel had already been in circulation for over 2 decades, originally introduced in 1938 to honor America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, and to showcase his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. In 1964, the United States Mint was under pressure to produce massive amounts of coinage due to a nationwide coin shortage, and both the Philadelphia and Denver mints struck hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels. However, despite the high mintage, certain varieties and unique conditions have made some of these coins incredibly special today. Among them, the 1964 D, struck in Denver, stands out when it appears with unusual surface colors and exceptional preservation, making it a prime target for collectors. One of the most striking features that sets the 1964 D Jefferson nickel apart is the unique black shade or toning that some coins display. This is not something you find in every nickel, and when combined with sharp details, strong luster, and the well-defined Monticello design, it creates a coin that is visually stunning and instantly recognized by knowledgeable collectors. The obverse carries Jefferson's dignified portrait, while the reverse shows his Monticello home with crisp lettering and bold details. Coins with this deep, dark toning have a unique aesthetic appeal and stand out from ordinary nickels, turning what might look like a simple 5-cent piece into a collector's showpiece. When it comes to rarity, the 1964 D Jefferson nickel might not be rare in sheer numbers, but the condition and color make all the difference. Finding one in a high-grade black shade condition with sharp strikes is a real challenge. Many nickels from this era were heavily circulated, losing their brilliance and suffering from wear. But a coin that survived decades with its surfaces intact, toning into a rare black coloration, is a true collector's gem. This rarity drives up demand, as every serious Jefferson nickel enthusiast is on the lookout for examples that stand apart from the crowd. The law of supply and demand works perfectly here. Unique condition coins are in extremely high demand and hold their ground firmly in the marketplace. The current market value of the 1964 D Jefferson nickel in this special black shade condition is where things really get exciting. While an ordinary circulated coin might only be worth its face value, those in high grades with unique coloration can command impressive prices in auctions and private sales. Collectors are willing to pay strong premiums for eye appeal, rarity, and condition. Depending on the grade and overall visual quality, some of these coins can easily reach into the $380,000. For collectors, here are some important tips to keep in mind. Always examine your nickels carefully, paying close attention to mint marks, surface details, and unusual coloration like the black shade toning. Preserve these coins properly to avoid damage, as condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. If you believe you have a high-grade piece, consider having it graded by a reputable service to maximize its market potential. And most importantly, never underestimate the value of searching through rolls, collections, and even old jars of coins at home. Treasures like the 1964 D Jefferson nickel are still out there waiting to be discovered. In conclusion, the 1964 D Monticello Jefferson nickel with the black shade condition is more than just a 5-cent coin. It is a piece of American history, a collector's treasure, and a valuable asset in today's market. With its rich background, unique appearance, rarity in special conditions, and rising demand, it holds a place of honor among rare coins. If you are a collector or even just starting out, this is one coin you want to keep an eye on. So, Check your collections, look closely at your nickels, and you might just be holding one of these rare and valuable coins in your hands. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1962 with a D mint mark, especially when found in a rare red color shade condition. This coin has been creating quite a buzz in the collector's market and continues to shine as a piece of history that holds both sentimental and financial value. So, stay tuned as we uncover the story, the beauty, and the market demand for this rare treasure. The history of the Jefferson nickel dates back to 1938 when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it was created to honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, and to showcase his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse side. The 1962 issue with the D mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States was experiencing rapid economic growth and millions of nickels were produced. Yet, despite the high mintage, certain unique features and conditions make some examples incredibly rare and valuable today. What makes the 1962 D Jefferson nickel so special, especially in a red shade condition, is its striking appearance and the rarity of its preservation. While most nickels tone naturally into gray or darker shades over time, coins that show an unusual red color shade stand out as extraordinary. This toning makes them visually unique and highly appealing to collectors who seek coins that are not only historical but also eye-catching. Combined with the classic Monticello design and the sharp detailing on higher-grade specimens, these coins quickly rise above ordinary examples. Rarity and condition are the true keys to collector demand. Even though millions of 1962 D nickels were minted, the number of coins surviving in pristine condition with full steps on Monticello and in unusual color shades like red is extremely small. Collectors know that when it comes to coins, condition is everything, and those rare nickels with exceptional eye appeal can command strong prices in the auction market. Because of their limited availability, these coins are in constant demand and are considered treasures by serious collectors. In today's market, the 1962 D Jefferson nickel in red color shade and top condition has been reaching impressive dollar values. While regular circulated examples might not hold much above face value, coins in exceptional uncirculated grades with sharp details and rare toning are selling for $550,000 at auctions. The red shade examples, in particular, bring in premium prices due to their beauty and rarity, making them a hot topic in today's collector market. For collectors who want to get into Jefferson nickels, the best tips are always to pay attention to condition and details. Look for coins that display full steps on Monticello, as these are highly sought after. Toning can also add value, so coins with rare color shades like red are especially worth holding onto. Storage and handling are critical, so always keep coins in protective holders to preserve their beauty and avoid damage. Patience is key in building a valuable collection, as demand for rare pieces like the 1962 D in red shade condition is only growing stronger with time. In conclusion, the Monticello Jefferson nickel 5 cents from 1962 with a D mint mark, especially in red shade condition, is a shining star in the world of rare coins. Its historical background, unique design, and exceptional rarity make it highly desirable among collectors. With strong demand and rising values in today's market, this coin is much more than small change. It's a big opportunity for collectors and investors alike. If you come across one, consider it a true treasure of American history. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1969, specifically the version with the S mint mark, that carries a unique shade of color and even signs of damage. While some people might overlook a coin that isn't in perfect condition, the truth is that collectors see something much bigger. These coins are in high demand, and depending on the shade, strike, and rarity, they can hold a surprisingly strong market value today. The story of the Jefferson nickel begins in 1938 when it was first introduced to replace the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. By the late 1960s, the U.S. Mint was producing Jefferson nickels in large numbers, but the 1969 S mint mark nickels struck in San Francisco have always been of particular interest. At that time, San Francisco was striking both business strikes and proof coins, and collectors often look to these for their unique details and differences compared to Philadelphia and Denver issues. The year 1969 stands out because of the quality variations, the colors developed over time, and the errors that make some coins much more valuable than their face value. What makes the 1969 S Jefferson nickel so unique is the combination of its mint mark, its potential for color toning, and even its damage conditions. The S mint mark instantly makes it more desirable because it was struck in smaller numbers compared to Philadelphia. Over time, many of these coins developed interesting shades, ranging from natural toning in rainbow-like patterns to deep red or blue hues that collectors absolutely love. Surprisingly, even a coin with surface damage can be appealing if it carries a dramatic strike error, unusual die mark, or a pattern of toning that makes it truly one of a kind. Collectors prize originality, and a coin with a story told through its surface is far more attractive than a flawless but common piece. The rarity of the 1969 Jefferson nickel in certain conditions is what drives its demand. While millions were minted, very few have survived with eye-catching toning or with errors that increase their desirability. Proof versions from San Francisco often come with sharper details, but when you add in a color shade that sets it apart from the rest, the value goes much higher. Collectors are always on the lookout for pieces that stand out from ordinary examples, and this is why a 1969 nickel, even in damaged condition, can still command strong interest. The demand is fueled by the uniqueness. No two-toned or error coins are exactly the same. That means each collector feels they own something no one else has. Now let's talk about the market value. Depending on the shade, strike, and level of damage or error, a 1969 Jefferson nickel can sell for far more than its face value. Common examples may still hold a few dollars of collector interest, but coins with extraordinary toning or unique damage conditions can easily reach into the hundreds of dollars. In rare auction cases, certain proof strikes or unusual errors have been known to sell for $700,000, simply because collectors want to secure them before anyone else does. The current action market shows steady demand for Jefferson nickels from the 1960s, especially those from San Francisco. And as more collectors enter the hobby, the price trajectory is only moving upward. For collectors hoping to add or identify a valuable 1969 Jefferson nickel, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always pay close attention to the mint mark placement and details, as variations in strike can make a difference in price. Look for unusual toning, rainbow colors, or deep shading that makes the coin unique. Don't be discouraged if the coin has damage marks. Many collectors specifically seek these out when they represent a rare error or eye-catching pattern. And if you find one, it's always worth having it checked by a professional grader, because certification can boost both trust and final value when selling. In conclusion, the 1969 Jefferson nickel with color shade and even damage condition is far more than just an old 5-cent piece. It is a coin with history, character, and rarity that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The market continues to recognize its value, and examples with strong eye appeal or unique characteristics are commanding high prices today. So, keep your eyes open when checking old change jars, coin rolls, or inherited collections. You never know when you might stumble upon one of these treasures. If you enjoy learning about coins that turn everyday money into rare collectibles, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with fellow collectors. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Next up, the 1943 Jefferson nickel with the S mint mark, struck in San Francisco. This is not just any nickel. It is a wartime silver alloy coin that carries incredible historical importance, distinctive features, and an impressive demand in today's collector's market. If you are a coin enthusiast or even someone curious about valuable treasures hiding in everyday change, you are in for a treat. The story of the 1943 Jefferson nickel begins during World War II. At that time, nickel was a critical material for the war effort, as it was used in the production of weapons and military equipment. To conserve nickel, the United States Mint made a bold decision and altered the composition of the 5-cent piece. From 1942 to 1945, Jefferson nickels were minted with an alloy consisting of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. This change not only served the war effort but also gave us one of the most collectible series of nickels in history. The 1943 struck in San Francisco, stands out as one of the most sought-after issues from this series. What makes the 1943 Jefferson nickel truly unique are its remarkable features. Unlike the standard nickels, these wartime pieces contain real silver, making them both historically significant and valuable as precious metal coins. Another distinguishing feature is the large mint mark S above Monticello on the reverse side of the coin. This was done intentionally so that people could easily recognize the silver wartime nickels. The San Francisco Mint produced these coins in significant numbers, yet finding one today in extra fine condition with its original sharp details and luster is an exciting discovery for any collector. Rarity plays a huge role in the demand for the 1943 Jefferson nickel. While millions were minted, very few have survived in high-grade condition. Over time, many circulated heavily and lost their original beauty. Collectors today place the highest value on coins that are preserved with sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and minimal wear. Extra fine condition coins are highly desirable, as they showcase both the artistry of the design and the historical legacy behind the piece. The combination of silver content, wartime background, and collector demand makes this nickel a must-have in any serious collection. Now, let's talk about the exciting part, the current market value. The 1943 Jefferson nickel in extra fine condition can command strong prices among collectors. Depending on the exact state of preservation, values often range from around $200,000, but higher-grade examples, particularly those in uncirculated or mint state condition, can easily sell for $430,000. Special varieties, such as coins with full steps on Monticello or particularly brilliant strikes, can even push values into the thousands. The demand for silver wartime nickels remains steady, and with silver prices rising, these coins are not only collectibles but also represent real intrinsic value. For collectors looking to get into Jefferson nickels, the 1943 S is a smart coin to focus on. Always pay attention to the condition, as sharp details and minimal wear dramatically increase desirability. It is also important to verify the authenticity of the coin and ensure that the mint mark has not been tampered with. Building a set of wartime nickels, including the 1943 S, is a rewarding goal for both beginners and seasoned collectors. Not only are these coins pieces of history, but they are also appreciating assets that continue to attract attention in auctions and coin shows. In conclusion, the 1943 Jefferson nickel is a shining example of how history, rarity, and value come together to create a highly collectible treasure. From its origins during World War II to its distinctive silver composition and the bold S mint mark above Monticello, this coin represents a fascinating chapter in American coinage. Collectors today recognize its importance, and the market rewards those who hold well-preserved examples. If you are lucky enough to find one in your collection or out in the market, know that you are holding a piece of history with real and growing value. Next up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel from 1949, without a mint mark, in brilliant uncirculated condition. This coin has become one of the most sought-after treasures in today's collector's market, and its story is as fascinating as the value it holds. So, stay with me till the end as we uncover its history, its unique features, the reasons for its rarity, and of course, its big value in today's action market. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it was designed by Felix Schlag. The design features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, while the reverse proudly displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. In 1949, the U.S. Mint produced Jefferson nickels at various locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coin we are talking about today comes from Philadelphia, and that's why it does not carry any mint mark. This detail, along with the fact that the Philadelphia Mint produced a smaller quantity of high-quality coins that year, makes the 1949 no mint mark nickel a very special piece in numismatic history. One of the most unique features of the 1949 Jefferson nickel is its stunning design and sharp strike in uncirculated condition. Collectors highly admire the clarity of Jefferson's portrait on the front, with the fine details of his hair and coat, while the Monticello building on the reverse stands out with impressive architectural lines. When this coin is preserved in uncirculated form, its luster shines bright, making it appear almost untouched by time. Unlike other common nickels, the 1949 no mint mark coin has a charm that feels rare and exclusive, giving collectors a reason to place it high on their must-have list. Rarity plays a huge role in the demand for this coin. While millions of nickels were minted in 1949, only a fraction of them have survived in uncirculated condition, free from scratches, wear, or discoloration. This makes the 1949 no mint mark nickel extremely desirable for collectors who want nothing less than perfection in their collections. Serious coin hunters know that coins like these, with their original shine and crisp details, are always in high demand. The combination of its age, condition, and historical value makes this coin stand out in the market as a true rarity. Now let's talk about the part everyone is waiting for, its value in today's market. The 1949 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, when found in uncirculated condition, can command a surprisingly high price. Depending on the grade, these coins can range from a few $100s to several $1,000s at auction, especially if they are certified by a top grading service as being in mint state with full steps on Monticello. In fact, in today's action market, collectors are willing to pay big amounts for examples that show outstanding luster and sharpness. It's not just a 5-cent piece anymore, it's a piece of history worth real dollars, and its value only continues to rise as collectors compete to own it. For collectors looking to invest in coins like the 1949 Jefferson nickel, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. Always focus on condition first. An uncirculated coin with no wear will always carry the highest premium. Look for coins that display full steps on Monticello, as these are considered the finest strikes and command the strongest prices. It's also wise to get your coins authenticated and graded by a professional grading service, as this not only secures your investment but also boosts its resale value in the market. Keep your coins stored properly in protective holders to maintain their brilliance for years to come. In conclusion, the 1949 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in uncirculated condition is far more than just pocket change. It's a piece of American history, a collector's treasure, and a highly valuable asset in today's coin market. With its elegant design, its rarity, and its strong demand, this coin is proof that even the smallest denominations can turn into big-dollar finds. If you ever come across one in stunning condition, you could be holding a coin worth $300,000. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning about this rare and exciting piece of numismatic history. If you love discovering valuable coins and want to stay updated on the latest treasures in the market, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with fellow collectors. Stay tuned for more, because your next coin discovery could be worth a fortune.